Hiya, kiddos! It's fairy tale time. Once upon a time, there was a little chicken aptly named Chicken Little. 'Cause, as previously discussed, she was a little chicken. Chicken Little was a wee little hen who was known around the kingdom for her good advice. All the animals would come to her with their problems. Gus Van Goose would ask Chicken Little about his stories when he couldn't come up with a good ending.
How about they all lived happily ever after? Is that good?
Yes, my good goose. That's a good ending.
Lily Lizardson would ask Chicken Little about sunbathing and proper precautions to avoid sun damage.
This will help. Oh my gosh, Chicken Little, thanks so much.
And Turtle Thompson would ask Chicken Little for help when he couldn't think of a rhyme for his raps.
Change the color of his head to red. Nothing really rhymes with orange.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thanks, Chicken Little.
Chicken Little always had a solution for everything. Well, one day, Chicken Little was eating lunch under a maple tree when a squirrel rushed by with an armful of acorns. And one of these acorns fell and hit Chicken Little right smack dab in the middle of her head. Then the acorn bounced right back up and into a hole in the tree, leaving no evidence that it was ever there in the first place. Chicken Little looked around. She looked up. She looked down, she looked all around, and she couldn't put her finger on what hit her in the head. Well, Chicken Little always had an answer for everything, and so she thought long and hard.
Let's see, I'm sitting under a maple tree and I happen to know that all maple trees grow seeds that look like tiny little helicopters. So it couldn't have been a seed, and it definitely wasn't a stick. Don't see any robin's eggs anywhere, and there's no kids with slingshots anywhere around. There's only one other thing that's up, and that's the sky. The sky must be falling.
This made Chicken Little very afraid, and there was only one thing to do: tell the king. Chicken Little packed up some of her things in a little bandana, tied it to the end of a stick, threw it over her shoulder, and hit the road.
Honk! Hey, Chickie, where are you going?
I was sitting under this tree here when a piece of the sky fell and hit me right on the head.
Oh my, that must mean... What does that mean?
That means the sky is falling, and I must go tell the king.
Wow, that's scary.
Well, Gus Van Goose was a good goose, one of the best, and so he offered to go with Chicken Little to make sure she got there okay, and delivered the very important news. But they had only traveled a few feet together when...
Hey, girlfriend! Hey, Gus Van Goose! Where are you two guys going?
You haven't heard? The sky is falling, and a big piece fell and almost squashed Chicken Little.
Whoa, that's scary.
That's what I said.
You have to tell the king. That's what I said.
And so, Lily Lizardson joined the two of them on their journey to tell the king the very important news. Well, they only made it about halfway around the lake when...
Hey-oh, Chickie Pie, you look stressed.
Oh my gosh, the sky is falling. A huge piece hit Chicken Little and almost crushed her. And we decided it's so important we have to go tell the king.
Whoa, you're gonna need some protection, girl. That is a long trip. I'll come with you.
And so the four friends traveled to the king, spreading the word as they went. They traveled over the river, through the woods, past Grandmother's house, and all the way to the king's castle. And when they got there, the king was surprised to see them.
What are all of you doing here? Shouldn't you be out in the wild?
Get this, King. The world is ending.
And what proof do you have?
A piece of the sky fell down and almost squashed us.
It fell and hit Chicken Little right here, right smack dab in the middle of the head.
May I see this piece of sky that you speak of?
Yeah. Show him the sky, Chicken. Show him what you got.
Well, you see, I don't have it.
Then how do you know it was the sky? It could have been anything.
Well, there was nothing above me except for a tree, and there was nothing on the ground around me after I got hit,
And
I always have an answer for everything, so I thought real hard, and the only thing I could think of was...
that the sky was falling?
Yes, King?
Let me ask you something, Chicken Little. Do you think I always have the answers to everything?
Yes, King, of course.
Well, I don't. It's true. Sometimes things happen and I just don't have any answers as to why. And that's okay. Doesn't mean the sky is falling.
So it's okay to not have the answer sometimes?
It better be. According to the Queen, sometimes when I have the answer, I'm not always right. Sometimes the best thing to do is say, I don't know, but maybe we can figure it out together.
And so the king traveled back with Chicken Little to take a look at the tree that she had been sitting under. And after waiting around for a while, a squirrel came running by and yelled down to them,
Hey, guys, did you see an acorn I dropped yesterday? I got home and counted up my loot and I was one short. I think I might have dropped it around here.
They checked inside the hole in the tree, and there was the missing acorn. The squirrel was happy, and Chicken Little was happy because she learned that the sky was not falling, and that sometimes it's okay to not know all of the answers.
But that's not the end of fairy tale time. Stay tuned to watch The Princess and the Pea.
Hello there, children. Have a seat, or stand. Do what you like. It's Cool School's fairy tale time. Our tale is one of vegetables and princesses. Yes, it's the princess and the pea. Lovely. Once upon a time, there was a very picky prince. His socks had to match his shirt or he wouldn't leave the castle. And he would only eat his peas if they were served with baby carrots and a side of ranch dressing and a pickle. Very particular. His bed pillows had to be fluffed exactly 6 times each before he could even think about going to bed. That little prince grew up, and it was time for him to find a princess and get married. But like always, he was very, very picky.
No, too tall, too short, nostrils are too big. Do you prefer dogs or cats? Wrong! I like hamsters. Next. What do you like on your pizza? Pineapple? Ew! Who do you like better, Spider-Man or the Flash? My Little Pony? Wrong answer. Can you rub your tummy and pat your head at the same time? Next!
Who does he think he is, a prince?
Well, actually, yes. Then, one night, a terrible thunderstorm was raging outside. A girl who said she was a princess but was late because of the rainstorm and a shoe falling off in a puddle and her getting a blister on a big toe. Well, anyway, she came to the castle door.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to bother you, but it's literally raining cats and dogs out there, and I really must change into some dry clothes. Plus, the rain makes my hair like totally frizzy, and I just can't deal with that.
But the prince liked her, because he also didn't like it when his hair got frizzy. He told her to come in, and he quickly asked her the important questions one needs to ask when they're picking out a princess.
What do you like better, cats or dogs?
I prefer hamsters.
What do you like on your pizza?
What? Nothing. That would ruin the pizza.
Spider-Man or the Flash?
Duh, Spider-Man.
And she could totally rub her tummy while patting her head while standing on one foot. Wow. The prince really liked her, but he thought she was too good to be true. He just didn't believe she was actually a real princess. He did what any good prince does when he doesn't know what to do. He asked his mom, the Queen. She did a quick check on Google.
Oh yes, the classic pea test.
The Queen placed one tiny little green pea underneath the mattress in the guest bedroom. If she's a real princess, then she'd feel the pea and wouldn't be able to sleep. Just to be really extra super duper 100% positively completely sure, the Queen added another few mattresses and lots of soft feather mattress toppers and, out of habit, fluffed the pillows 6 times each. That night, the princess could not sleep at all. Perhaps it was the rainstorm outside, or maybe a bad dream, or maybe it was the pea. The next morning when they gathered for breakfast, the young lady couldn't stop yawning.
How did you sleep, my dear?
Well, the room was lovely, and the pillows were like perfectly fluffed. But there was this huge bump like right in the middle of my back. It was terrible. I thought it was a huge rock, and it kept me tossing and turning all night. Well, I did some digging, and I found this. A pea!
A pea, you say? I quite love peas.
Oh, so do I. But only with baby carrots and a little ranch dip on the side. Maybe a pickle.
Mom, it's her. She's the one. The perfect princess.
The girl was not only a total princess, she turned out to have a megaton in common with the prince. They were both very picky, but they were very picky about all the same things, so they had to get married. Everyone at the wedding agreed they were a perfect pair. Well, not that kind of pair. Anyway, they were just like peas and carrots. With a little ranch dip, of course. Kind of a fairy tale ending, don't you think?